So today's video is about how to wrap your hands for Muay Thai. I'm still a beginner training Muay Thai, and here's one of the ways the trainers have taught me how to wrap my hands, which I like. Now there are many other ways and variations on how to wrap your hands, so leave a comment below on what you like, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, to start off, we just want to unravel our wraps, just so it makes it easier for us to roll up. And we want to make sure that we're rolling from outside in. Okay, so first off, you want to create a bit of cushioning for your knuckles. Fold it inwards about 4 or 5 times. And from here, you're going to put that onto your knuckles. So you've got the cushioning on your knuckles, and from here you're wrapping outside, inwards. You're going to do one lap around the wrist just to make sure it gets held in place. And one, and then from there you're going to come up and then wrap it around the top of the cushioning and do one at the bottom of the cushioning, like so. Now don't worry about the loose bits there, we'll make sure it gets tightened later on. And from there, come back down a wrist, around your wrist, and now we're going to come up and protect our thumb. And do that twice, one, and then back down around your wrist, come back up, so that's 2. Now from here, we're going to go back around the wrist. So that's your, now we've done the knuckles and the thumb. Now from here, now we're around the wrist, we're going to come up and go in between our fingertips and over the knuckles. So like so, 1, good. And from here, we're going to go across our wrist. And from here, we're going to go across, back down around our wrist, wrap around again. We'll move on to in between the second one there. So just make sure it's not too tight in between your fingertips. Good. Go wrap down, back down around your wrist, up to the last fingertip, and then now just the last bit here, we're gonna wrap around the knuckles, so like so. So 1, 2, and 3. Now I can feel that I've got a bit more, so I can go one more. Just make it tight. Now here's where we make it tight. Now we'll come back down and finish it off at the wrist. 1. 2. And finishing it off. Yeah. Now what you want to make sure is in between here that you're not crisscrossing your hand, but you want, see here, you want to tuck that in, and that's it. Okay, now onto the right side. Okay, so first step is to make the cushioning for the knuckles. So just going to make the cushioning, fold it in about 4 or 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to place the cushioning. So from here, we're going to place the cushioning over our knuckles, making sure we're going outside in. So outside in, we're going to go around the wrist once, come behind, up, making sure we secure the cushioning. So we don't want this to be too tight. go underneath the wrist, over the top, come around. We're going to secure the thumb twice, over the wrist, behind, over the front, the thumb, behind. From here, go behind the wrist and come back up again, secure the gap in between your pinky, and then we're going to come across the palm, across the knuckles, down to the wrist, behind, up, over, onto the next gap, over the palm, front of the wrist, behind, over to the next gap. Now this time we are going to go across the knuckles. So from here, across the knuckles, once, twice, and I feel I've still got a bit of length in remaining, so I want to go a third more time. And here's where we want to make it nice and tight. Make sure the wrap's held into place. And then from here, the last one, we're going to come down across the wrist and secure the wrist at the bottom. Here we're going to make it nice and neat and tidy. So what we don't want is the wraps crisscrossing the palm of our hand. Want it nice and tidy, like so. So we've got our wrist protection, thumb protection, and we've got our knuckle protection as well.